What if the old 1988 1 cent sitting in your pocket or coin jar could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Most people ignore this tiny Lincoln penny because it looks ordinary, but hidden among millions of 1988 cents are rare varieties and valuable mint errors that have amazed collectors. In today's video, we'll uncover the fascinating history, unique features, rare errors, mint marks, and true value of the 1988 1 cent. Stay with us until the end, because one small detail could completely change the value of your coin. Welcome to Coins Explorer, where every coin tells an incredible story. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coins Explorer, the channel where we explore rare coins, valuable collectibles, and the fascinating stories hidden behind everyday pocket change. Today we are taking a close look at the 1988 United States Lincoln 1 cent, a coin that millions of people have seen, but very few truly understand. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary penny, yet some examples have become highly desirable among collectors because of rare mint errors, exceptional condition, and unusual varieties. Throughout this video, we will examine the history of the coin, its design, composition, mint marks, production process, valuable errors, grading, and current market value. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced coin collector, this guide will help you identify important features that could make your 1988 penny more valuable than its face value. So, if you enjoy discovering hidden treasures in everyday coins, make sure you stay with Coins Explorer until the very end, because this small coin has an amazing story to tell. History and background. The 1988 Lincoln 1 cent was issued by the United States Mint during an important period in American coinage. By 1988, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for nearly 80 years after its first release in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin remained one of the most widely used denominations in everyday commerce, making it a familiar sight in homes, businesses, and cash registers across the country. During the late 1980s, billions of pennies were produced to meet the needs of the American economy. Although most of these coins entered circulation and were used for daily transactions, collectors soon realized that certain pieces displayed unusual characteristics that made them stand out from ordinary examples. Over time, the 1988 Lincoln cent became recognized not only as a common circulation coin, but also as a collectible item with several interesting varieties. Today, collectors continue searching through rolls of pennies hoping to discover one of these hidden treasures. Design and specifications. The design of the 1988 Lincoln 1 cent reflects one of the most iconic images in American numismatic history. The obverse, or front side, features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, along with the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1988. If the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, it carries a small D mint mark, while coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark. The reverse displays the famous Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparo, with the inscriptions "United States of America, 1 cent," and "E pluribus unum." The coin is composed primarily of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating, giving it the familiar copper appearance while reducing production costs. It weighs approximately 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters with a smooth edge. Understanding these official specifications is essential because any noticeable difference in weight, appearance, or design may indicate a rare mint error or an unusual variety that could be worth significantly more than 1 cent. Paragraph 4. Mint marks and mintage. The 1988 Lincoln 1 cent was struck at multiple United States mint facilities to meet the country's enormous demand for circulating coins. Coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint have no mint mark, while those made at the Denver Mint carry a small D below the date on the obverse. In addition, a limited number of proof coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint, identified by the S Mint mark, specifically for collectors rather than circulation. Billions of 1988 pennies were minted, making them common in everyday change, but their value depends on much more than just the year or mint mark. Collectors carefully examine each coin for its condition, strike quality, luster, and any unusual features. While most examples are worth only face value in circulated condition, coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated grades or proof condition can command much higher prices. Understanding where your coin was minted is the first step in identifying its potential collectible value. Every mint produced coins with slightly different characteristics, making mint marks an important detail for every collector. Rare errors and valuable varieties. One of the biggest reasons collectors search for the 1988 Lincoln 1 cent is the possibility of finding valuable mint errors and rare varieties. The most famous is the 1988 cent with a 1989 reverse, a recognized transitional design variety that attracts significant interest among collectors. This variety shows subtle differences in the designer's initials and the details of the Lincoln Memorial, making it one of the most desirable discoveries from this year. Other collectible errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, die chips, doubled die features, clipped planchets, and coins struck through grease, which can leave weak or missing design elements. Although these errors are uncommon, they can increase a coin's value dramatically depending on the severity of the error and its overall condition. Because many valuable errors look similar to ordinary coins, collectors often use magnifying glasses or microscopes to inspect every detail. Finding one genuine mint error can turn an ordinary 1-cent coin into a highly sought-after collectible worth many times its face value. Value, grading, and collecting tips. The value of a 1988 Lincoln 1 cent depends on several important factors, including its condition, rarity, mint mark, and whether it has a genuine mint error. Most circulated coins are worth only 1 cent or a small premium, but uncirculated examples with original mint luster are often more desirable to collectors. Professional grading services evaluate coins on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor 1 to mint state 70. Higher grade coins with sharp details, attractive surfaces, and nowhere generally sell for higher prices. Rare error coins, or the famous 1988 transitional reverse variety, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if authenticated and graded by a reputable service. Collectors should always avoid cleaning their coins because cleaning can reduce a coin's value significantly. Instead, handle coins carefully by the edges, store them in protective holders, and compare them with reliable reference images when searching for rare varieties. Patience, careful observation, and proper preservation are the keys to building a valuable coin collection and identifying hidden treasures among ordinary pocket change. How to identify a valuable 1988 1 cent. Not every 1988 Lincoln 1 cent is rare, so learning how to identify a valuable example is an important skill for every collector. Begin by checking the date to confirm it reads 1988, and then look for the mint mark below the date. Coins without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia. Those with a D came from Denver, and proof coins with an S were made in San Francisco. Next, carefully examine both sides of the coin under good lighting using a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Look for signs of doubling in the letters and numbers, die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or unusual design details. Also inspect the coin's color, surface quality, and luster because original, uncleaned coins are usually more desirable than cleaned examples. Weighing the coin with a precise digital scale can also help detect unusual planchet errors. If your coin appears different from a normal 1988 cent, it may be worth having it examined by an experienced numismatist or a professional grading service. Careful inspection is often the first step toward discovering a hidden treasure. Factors that affect the coin's value. Many different factors determine how much a 1988 Lincoln 1 cent is worth in today's collector market. The most important factor is condition, because coins with little or no wear are far more valuable than heavily circulated pieces. Another major factor is rarity, especially if the coin displays a genuine mint error or a recognized variety. Original mint luster, sharp details, and attractive eye appeal also increase desirability among collectors. Coins that have been scratched, cleaned, corroded, or damaged usually sell for much less than similar coins in original condition. Professional grading by respected companies can further increase buyer confidence and may improve the coin's market value. Demand also plays a role, as popular varieties often attract competitive bidding at auctions. Even though billions of 1988 pennies were produced, exceptional examples remain difficult to find. For this reason, collectors carefully search through rolls of pennies and old collections, hoping to discover a high-grade or rare variety that stands out from the rest. Interesting facts about the 1988 1 cent. The 1988 Lincoln 1 cent may appear ordinary, but it has several interesting features that make it an exciting coin for collectors. It belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, one of the most collected coin series in the United States. Because billions of pennies were produced during 1988, many people still find them in circulation today. However, only a very small number contain valuable mint errors or special varieties that attract serious collectors. The coin is copper-plated zinc rather than solid bronze, a composition introduced to reduce manufacturing costs. Many collectors enjoy searching bank rolls because valuable discoveries can still be made decades after the coin was issued. Some rare examples have sold for impressive prices due to their unusual characteristics and excellent preservation. This shows that even a coin with a face value of just 1 cent can become a prized collectible when rarity, condition, and authenticity come together. Every 1988 penny has the potential to teach collectors something new about the fascinating world of numismatics. Conclusion and final thoughts. The 1988 Lincoln 1 cent reminds us that appearances can be deceiving because an ordinary-looking penny may hide extraordinary value. While most examples remain common circulation coins, certain mint errors, rare varieties, and high-grade specimens have become highly desirable among collectors. By carefully checking the mint mark, examining the design, preserving the coin in its original condition, and learning about recognized varieties, you can greatly improve your chances of identifying a valuable piece. Coin collecting is not only about money, but also about history, craftsmanship, and the excitement of making unexpected discoveries. Every coin tells a story about the time in which it was made and the people who used it. Thank you for watching Coins Explorer. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more rare coins, valuable mint errors, and hidden treasures from around the world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow coin call.